Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. First, I would like to tell you that I am standing here not as an expert, but as one of the billion people around the world who try to speak up, who try to scream about climate change. Some people still believe that climate change is a fictional problem, it's an unreal issues. But have you ever imagined if the ice in the Antarctic, in the Greenland, and in the mountain glacier around the world were melted? The sea level would rise about 70 meters, which just means that the ocean will cover all the coastal cities such as Jakarta, New York, Maldives, and the countries in the Pacific Ocean. I completely believe that man-made climate change is a serious problem. As Neil deGrasse Tyson once have ever said, I often ask whether I believe in climate change. Now I just reply with the question, do you believe in gravity? Climate change is real and it's happening right now in our planet. And if we just let it happen just like that, it's really possible that climate change will threat the human existence. So today, I will talk about what is climate change, what caused it, what the effect of it, and what we could do to help to reduce this climate change. So let's start with what climate change is. We might have familiar with this word, but what is exactly? So based on NASA's journal, climate change is a global phenomenon of climate transformation characterized in a usual climate of the planet regarding the temperature, the precipitation, and the wind. Although that this climate change was also caused by nature itself, but mainly climate change is caused by human activities. And research said that there's 3 human activities that become the main cause of climate change, which they are the first one is the increase of the fossil fuel usage. The second one is deforestation and the intensive agriculture. Those activities is related with the greenhouse effect, which means that it's heating our earth. Next, I also would like to share with you some of the effect, some scary thing that happen in our planet that caused by climate change. So the first one, in March 2019, the cyclone Idai took more than 1,000 lives of people in Mozambique, Malawi, and Zimbabwe in southern Africa. And it also devastated 1 million more who were left without food and basic services. The start of 2020 found Australia in the midst of its worst bushfire season, following on from its hottest year on record, which had left the soil and the fuel exceptionally dry. And the last one, over the last year, the deadly flood and landslide have forced over 12 million people from their home in India, Nepal, and in Bangladesh. This extreme event was also really possible to happen in your area. So we don't We don't want to happen to us, right? So we have to prevent that. We have to do something. We need an action. We need an action to reduce the climate change. So what we could do? What things we could do to help reduce this climate change? Ladies and gentlemen, reducing the climate change is not about all the people should have the hybrid car to help reduce the air pollution. Or it's not about all the people should back use the firewood to cook. No, but we could start from ourselves with a simple action. We could start with make the climate change friendly choices, like take the public transportation instead of a private vehicle to help reduce the air pollution. Or we could start with save energy in our homes. Another action is we could change the regular light bulb with a fluorescent light bulb. We could change the air filter in our air conditioner. We could start to cover the pot when we are cooking. And we could start with plant more trees. Now some of you might wondering that those action is just little things that has no effect with a huge problem such as climate change. And I would say that yes, they are little things. Just imagine if 7 billion people around the world do the same thing. It will become a big leap, right? So it means that it will have to reduce the melting of ice in Antarctic, in Greenland, and the mountain glacier, which is also mean that will help to reduce the climate change. Ladies and gentlemen, now it's our time. It's our time to do something to our earth. It's our time to need to do an action to reduce this climate change. Regardless of if of you believe in climate change or not, its effect won't be possible to be a bad thing. But if you make people more conscious of their action and how it affects to our world, to our earth, then it means that we are, as a human race, are evolving. Thank you.